I'm Ale with West Houston Studios, and today I'm taking y'all behind the scenes. I got a special guest. I got my boy Juan Sanchez, aka Juan The Lender, aka Kid Houston. Yo, what's good, bro?
What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for having me, brother.
Sheesh, appreciate you for coming out, bro.
No, appreciate you.
Probably been long time coming.
Yeah.
We were talking about this like 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Like 2 months ago. But I was like, man, I'm behind on stuff, bro. I don't want to do you like that. Where
I know you're a busy man, brother.
it ends up being 4 months later. You're like, hey, what's up with this pod, bro?
No, I get it. I gotta say, also, I gotta give you your flowers, brother, because I know you've been in this game, audio engineering and the music production side for years, and bro, it takes a toll on people. A lot of y'all don't know that audio engineering, although we love it, man, it takes a toll. Like headaches. It's not just the music. It's the artists that come with it. The managing it, trying to balance like managing a recording studio, a business, and while trying to be creative for the artist. You got to find that balance, bro. You can't, if you have too much of one thing falls. So I gotta give you your flowers for that. Trust me, we've been in the same industry for a while, so I definitely gotta tell you that.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro, because you definitely right, bro. There's like I've told a couple of people, but like October through December of last year, bro, it was a big like, yo, I'm not feeling like my heart's here for like the music.
Yeah.
I had been real on like the business, and like I'm like the business is not doing good. So I'm in the studio and I'm like low key annoyed with everybody, but I'm not annoyed with them. Like it's nothing it's nothing with them. Yeah. It's like, yo, you're trying to figure it out and it's not working, and you're like, man, I can't give these mixes my all because I'm not here.
It's kind of like writer's block. When artists have writer's block, same thing. Mm-hmm. Same thing.
All of a sudden, your mixes are sounding stale, and you're like, ugh.
Yep.
But I'm figuring it out, you know what I'm saying? And we got some things in the works that are going to be coming out over the next couple of months, and, we'll talk about that off camera. Or maybe we'll talk about it on camera in a little bit. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But, you know what I'm saying? Enough about me, enough about that, man. I want to give you flowers, too, because, for those who don't know, Grammy nominated. Homie was working with Megan Thee Stallion. Probably was working with a couple of other people that, you guys don't know about because, we keep things kind of secret because client engineer confidentiality. You know
Definitely.
But not only that, but homie was doing music too. Both of us were doing music, bro. Like,
yeah.
I didn't know that you was recording until like you randomly started posting like, hey, this is like a song from like years ago, music video and everything, cash flying and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I started off as an artist. So back when I was like 15 years old.
Yeah.
I won like a little contest, and they basically paid. It's either like they gave me money or they gave me double the amount of money, but in studio time. Mm-hmm. And back then, I was like, well, if this is worth more, why not use that? So I recorded an album. That was back then when we used to print CDs. And so, bro, I would go to Northwest Mall when Northwest Mall was still popping. Yeah. And I would go to all the malls and sell the CDs and got the money from that, from all the CD sales. And I started a recording studio. And I thought it was just going to be for fun. And then it just kept going.
Jeez.
And I never stopped. Yeah, I did ghostwriting, I did beat production, I did audio mixing and mastering, I did demoing, I did artist management, I did back then I did photography, I did videos, I did graphic design. Everything like as a unit,
Yeah.
And then for a while I just stuck with audio engineering, mixing and mastering I did that for like 13 years.
Yeah, man, and I want to say we're probably some of the last people to be able to say all that, bro. Like the fact that you got your hands dirty with everything. Cause people today, they really just focus on one thing. Yep. And that's cool. I can respect that, bro. Like you were mentioning earlier off camera, like the whole ADHD thing. I think, same here. Borderline autistic type deal. Like I haven't gone, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I definitely have ADHD.
Self-diagnosed.
Yeah.
But it's like you can't stay still, so of course like you're like, okay, this isn't working out, let me go do this, let me go do this, and again, like when I met you, bro, you were doing a studio, you were also selling on eBay, you were also stock trading.
Yep.
I believe like since then I don't think you were doing this at the time, but then you started cooking also. like brisket, like right. So it's like I respect all of that, bro, because it's like, again, there's people that don't do as many things as we do, not to knock them, you know what I mean? But it's, for me, it's beautiful, bro, because damn near anything that we do, I find creative. I find artistic. Like cooking, bro, is a freaking skill that requires hella patience. and it requires that you give it its love, because I mean you're about to feed this to somebody, and I'm sure you're doing it with like a certain level of care.
So
because,
yeah, definitely. So it's like a level of love too, you know. The thing about me is like I'm a go getter, bro. Like no one can say I'm not a go getter, bro. Like since I was little, I was the little kid in elementary or middle school selling Cokes with candies, you know, like 50. Well, you would buy them for 25 cents back then, sell them for 50 cents, 75 cents. Like I've always been that guy, so I've always been creative and finding avenues for income. So whether it was cooking, owning my eBay store, you know, stock trading. I learned stock trading. I picked it up really quick. I worked for T-Mus Plus. Shout out to y'all. Man, I did a lot of things, bro. I did a lot. I did drop shipping for a while. Like I just try to find what I like. You know, drop shipping I didn't like. eBay, I liked it. It was a lot of work. You know, so I'm more of like, you know, what works out for me is you know what I keep doing. So I just change it. I keep changing it up.
Let me ask you this, bro, because we came up around the same time. Were you trapping off a LimeWire, bro?
I was trapping off a LimeWire.
Because people don't know about that, bro.
No,
Freaking, bro, selling CDs for $7 a CD. You know what I'm saying? You get the 100 pack.
Yep.
Bro, that's how I would get my music too, bro. That's really how I got into like hip hop heavily, bro.
Really?
Just from people giving me lists. Nice. And I'm like, of course you're gonna jam it, right? You're gonna figure it out, and you're like, okay, cool. And you're like, I like this. I'm gonna add this to my playlist. Damn near probably could have been a DJ at the time, curating music and stuff.
One thing I never got into was burning the movies.
Yeah, me neither, because of the file size though.
I didn't know,
and I just didn't know how to do it.
Yeah, I didn't know how to do it. I had one burner on the computer, and that's it.
Yeah, me too, bro. Like I didn't have the stacks or whatever. You know, another one I didn't get into, bro. Whenever they came out with the MP3 CDs, bro, where they were having like hundreds of songs in it. That's another one I didn't get into, bro, because that was like a lot of work, bro. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna put hundreds of songs on a CD for you for $7, bro.
So like you care more about time versus income. So like you're like me. So like for example, for me, I if I don't find something, like if I find something that makes me X amount of money, and I'm just like, I could be putting this energy here, I'd rather do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it stems from that. Like burning CDs was downloading like 10 songs. Let's just say that was easy, $8, boom. Yeah. But then now you got to go and download 50 for the same price. It's not worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you said, the time factor, man.
Exactly.
And then I'm like that with them near anything, bro. I'm sure you're the same. Like let's say for example, something costs you this amount of money. You're like, it takes you this amount of time to make that kind of money. You're like, I'm gonna hold off, whatever. Or you're like, hey, this task generates this amount of money versus this task does. I'm gonna do this task. You know what I'm saying? I kind of enjoy this task, but I'm gonna do this so I can do this a little bit better. You know?
Absolutely.
But enough about that, man. What did you like most and dislike most from whenever you were owning the studio and you were doing a studio business?
Ooh, that's a good question. I like being creative and being in my element, bro. Like every artist knows that they came to my studio. If I sat up on that chair, everyone got quiet because that's when I started mixing. You know what I mean?
When you get
like
in your mastermind,
man, dude, everyone just would get on their phones and film me. Like everyone would shut the fuck up. Would want to listen to exactly what I'm doing. And it was just like me being creative, just like it's like a canvas, you know, like an empty canvas. Yeah. Like, you know, you're painting a picture, and that's my favorite part. No matter the artist, there's different types of artists, you know, different genres. So with everything, it was just like a brand new canvas, just like a painter. What I disliked was just the industry. That's the reason why I got out of it. A lot of bad contracts, false promises, and then time management. So like what I mean by contracts is like to this day, you know, I'm owed a lot of money because I went into contract with certain big artists. I'm not going to name names, but this happened like 5 times with different artists. I would go into these contracts for a whole album, mixing, mastering, recording, some ghostwriting. And then when it came down to it, their label, it was like a bigger label, wouldn't pay, you know. So then you get an entertainment lawyer, but the entertainment lawyer costs more than what you would have made. So it's like, I got a bad taste in my mouth for it. So that's the main reason I left, is just that. And then time management. So like, you know, you can only get paid what you make in that day or per hour, you know, however much you charge. And that's it. It's not money that's coming in while you sleep, you know? Yeah. So I chose to leave, man. I chose to do something. You know, I know I'm a hard worker, so I chose to put my time and my mindset into something else that I knew was going to generate income while I slept, or not generate per hour, but mostly like generate per the amount of work I put into it. So for what I do now, you know, if I work 100 hours, I can make 2,000 or I can make 200,000. You know, it's just the amount of work that I put in. And I'm a hardworking individual, so you know, I do good. You know, so I love it. You know, I'm definitely gonna grind. I'm definitely gonna go after it. But that's what I didn't really like about it. It was just the contracting, bad business. I'm not saying all the artists. I'm just saying it's really the big labels, not really the small.
Yeah, whole time you're probably still cool with the artist.
Yeah, the artists
yeah.
are amazing, man. I love the artists. I'm still cool with them until this day, and it's not their fault. A lot of times it's the label. So what happens is when they go black or when they go negative, they start cutting off the smallest fish first. Before they cut off money for the CEO or the VP or the the master of A&R or the head of A&R or the artist identifier of A&R or whoever, you know, like down the line. So it goes with me first because I'm the engineer.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
We don't have producing rights, unfortunately. Even though sometimes we make that beat, like we mess with it and stuff, put our own stuff to it. We don't really get producer credits.
Yeah, and that's another one people don't really know. You know, like we were wearing multiple hats, and you're doing different things, and really you're charging an X, and you're really not charging enough for real.
No, not at all. So if Ale says he's gonna charge you $500 to mix and master your song, and you think that's a lot, he's probably putting like $2,000 worth of time into that. So just keep that in mind, you know. So
so the price is going up after this
podcast. He's like, damn, I shouldn't have. You shouldn't have invited that guest.
Nah.
Why'd you invite that guest over now?
Right.
So prices are gonna go up.
Nah, but what was that decision like for you? Whenever you decided, like, you know what, I'm gonna have to stop this for real, and you know, be disciplined with myself that I'm gonna stop this, because you know it's almost like an addiction, man.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It was scary, brother. I went in knowing like I'm not gonna do this, you know. And I told myself, worst case scenario, I'll open up another recording studio or something. Until this day, I don't record anymore, but I mix and master from home for certain individuals, certain clients. Because I really enjoy their genre, their music, the music that they've always brought to me, and I just enjoy it. It's more of something I love. And then B, you know, they understand that, hey, I might not be able to get to your song for 2 months because I'm so busy with this, you know, with my actual career. And they understand that. So, you know, they don't mind waiting, you know.
Yeah.
Any other artist is not going to want to wait, you know. So I still mix and master for a couple people, for a couple artists. But for the most part, I knew I was going in blind. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was already going to school for being a mortgage lender. So I was like, okay, well, let's see how this goes. Worst case scenario, I'll get a 9-to-5 and figure it out, you know. But luckily, God's been good, man. And, I've been doing the mortgage lender thing ever since.
So where did that come from, bro? Did it come from you know, your one friend that I met that is a realtor? Did that kind of stem from there? Where did the interest for mortgage lending come from?
So I wanted to do something to help people. So a lot of people don't know this, but I actually I went to medical school. I wanted to go and be a doctor or something.
I'm about to AI you into looking like a nurse right here.
There you go. But I didn't like it. I'll be honest with you. And but I like helping people, so I wanted to do something to help people. And when I was little, I remember my aunts and uncles. You know, they're Hispanic. They didn't have papers, documentation. So it was hard for them to get a home. These are good, hardworking people. Worked twice as hard as the other person, and they couldn't get a home. So I was like, I want to do something with homes. So I want to try to get something with homes. So I became a realtor. I actually passed the test and everything. I went to school for it, but then I changed my mind because I hate Houston traffic, and realtors drive all day long. And that's what my friend told me. He's like, you know what about lending? So on the backside, you're still helping people. Why not do that? So I looked into it, and yeah, I saw what I saw. I saw that it was for people that it was hardworking people, you know. I'm a hardworking person, man. I'll grind, dude. You know, I won't sleep to grind, you know. So I was like, that's for me. That's something that's definitely gonna, you know.
Yeah, you working on getting the documents, getting everything submitted.
Yeah.
Calling people after hours, I'm sure, if you need to.
24/7. I work 24/7. I have my phone on me 24/7.
Yeah.
If someone calls me at 2 a.m., I'll answer. You know, so it's like, because people have different sleep schedules. Sometimes people work during the night. Sometimes people work in the day.
You find you're getting a lot of that? Like people hitting you up after
not
hours,
as much, not as much anymore. At first, I was.
Yeah.
To be honest, a lot of overnight workers, but right now, recently, it's actually calmed down. Yeah, but I mean, if I miss a call, it's because I'm asleep. I mean, you know.
Yeah,
I'll call
yeah,
them back as soon as
they'll
they-
respect that, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah. People
know.
should understand very minimum business hours, you know.
I've answered the phone like, yeah, you know, and they're like, "Were you asleep?" And I'm like, no. But you know,
No, this can't wait. Hangs up on
I'm
you.
like-
You already woke me up.
yeah,
Man, you better move forward with this deal. You better have the down payment.
right. Yeah, man, I like what I do. I
Yeah.
negotiate and I teach people. So my first thing is teaching people. Like I don't want you to go in blind, whether it's with me or someone else. I want you to learn exactly what you're paying, why you're paying it, why it's this much. Can you reduce it? Can you not reduce it? How long is the term for? Why is it? You know what I mean? Like I want you to know every detail as much as possible because I want you to be informed. You know.
Yeah, as it should be. You know.
Yeah.
Some people they focus strictly on the sale and closing the deal.
Yeah, I hate when they do that, man. I hate. Yeah, I've had some bad apples around me that you know what I mean. I've had people that are horrible people, bro, that are just trying to get you in just because they want a paycheck. It's eventually karma reaches them. You know what I mean? But you know, to each its own, I guess.
Yeah. Now, once you passed the mortgage license, the mortgage exam, I feel like from just following your journey, I feel like it was fairly easy for you to get into a job. How long was it before you got a job?
So, being a mortgage loan officer, you actually have two options. You either go with the mortgage bank, specifically for mortgages, or you go to a bank, like an actual bank, credit union, Bank of America, First Community Credit Union, whatever. The banks are actually a little harder to get into because they interview you. So they like, are you a good fit for us? Steady paycheck. You're gonna not be commissioned. Well, I mean you are, but it's gonna be very small. You're gonna be paid a salary. You show up to the bank 9 to 5. You have holiday pays.
Yeah.
After 5 o'clock, you don't answer the phone. It's not your cell phone. It's the company's phone, the landline. You're basically cold calling all day. So that's a little harder to get into. They have better teaching, apparently, is what they say. Or you go with the mortgage bank, like how I did, and you interview them, you know, to see if they're a good fit for you. Are they going to teach you things? Are they going to, you know, have trainings that you need? Are they going to help you shine? Are they going to help, you know, you advance? What do you have that a bank doesn't have? And my first bank, I don't want to say their name, but they were horrible, man. They did not care. You know, to be honest, it was in California, and they're good people, amazing people. Like they're like the bros, but California law is different from Texas law, so they don't know the gray areas. You know how to get around certain things. Now this new bank, amazing Security National Mortgage Company, man, they find every avenue to get you approved. You know, with the least amount of money. They provide me with the tools to help you understand things. So. I love the bank now. Yeah, so at first, you know, for me, it wasn't hard at all because I went straight to a mortgage bank. But if you go to a bank, it's a little harder.
Now, was that a decision that you had made prior, or you know, how much, like, you did research to figure out which way you wanted to go, or you knew for a fact you wanted to go there just because? Or
So I had sold the recording studio. I had some money, and I was like, listen, I gotta just go full force. You know, live off what I sold, the recording studio, the money that I made and that I had in reserves. Let me this can last me a couple of years. Let me just go full force with the mortgage bank because it's all commission. It's only commission, but the commission's higher, way higher than a
so you're like, if I'm gonna take a risk, I might as well.
Yeah, if I'm gonna take a risk, let's go all in.
Go in the deep end, my boy.
Exactly. With a regular bank, you know, you're getting a paycheck and salary, but your commission is very low. So the potential to make, you know, more than $200,000, $250,000, you're not going to do that at a bank. You're going to do that at a mortgage bank or a mortgage lender or broker, you know. So that's why I went that way. I was like, man, if I'm going to go in, I'm going to go in all the way.
Yeah, which makes sense given the fact that you had already invested a lot of time into your own businesses. So it's like you're comfortable with grinding from nothing.
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah. I mean, you get it. You too. I mean, you know, you've done. What have you done? You know, you started this new podcast. You have photo studio, recording studio. You did some stuff with homes, right?
Yeah, bro. I sold my first investment property. Me and my wife about 2 years ago, bro.
I know that was a headache.
It
You were
was,
telling
bro.
me
It
about
was it was a mug, bro. Dealing with because we had a what's it called, the hard money lender, bro.
Yeah.
So that's something you could talk about too, bro.
Yeah.
Is that something that you guys lend to?
We
You
do.
guys-
We have DSCR loans for investments. They're about 3% interest lower than any other.
All right, for those who don't know, what's DCR? Because I know I've read it before, bro,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't think of the acronym right now.
It's just basically there's different kinds, but there's like you can do a hard money loan,
Mm-hmm.
right, where it's an investor, or you can do a loan that you get from a direct lender like myself, which we have our portfolio loans. Our portfolio loan means that our bank has so much money saved specifically to loan you money.
You're lending from reserves.
You're lending from reserves. You're lending from our money. We're not borrowing from any other bank, any other investor. So there's no added on interest. There's no added on fees. So it's just a loan you get, and you can use that. Usually it's 20% down. You know, we can go as little as 10% down.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine that would be like after having experience with a couple of deals, or
Yeah,
what
so-
is the parameters for
yeah,
them going
so-
to 10%?
So you would want. So for example, for 10%, we want for sure above 700 credit score, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't want any defaults in your credit history. So like if you have if you got evicted or something, that's not you.
I got evicted, bro.
Yeah,
Nah.
that's like the hardest. A lot of the things that we come in contact with is credit.
Uh-huh.
Growing up, I was always told take care of your credit, take care of your credit, take care of your credit. So I have good credit, and I'm thinking when I got into this that everyone was gonna have good credit.
Right?
Oh my God, bro, the amount of people that have bad credit, and that's okay. Life happens. you know?
Yeah.
And the cool thing is that we actually do credit repair for free. We give you a game plan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it's too hard, if something that we had to get rid of, like evictions, for example, at that point we'll just get you with a credit repair company, like an actual credit repair company. But yeah, no, we luckily we've been helping a lot of families fix their credit, and I love that, bro. Me and like our company, a Security National Mortgage Company, and like one other bank does it. Everyone else charges. We don't, man. We just want you to get a home, even if it's not with us. We don't charge for it.
Yeah.
We don't damage your credit.
Yeah,
We-
go through the process, basically.
Yeah. No, but yeah, so basically the it's 700 credit score, 10% down, and then we get you into a home. You that has to be your primary home. I'm sorry, it cannot be your primary home, so it has to be an investment home. However, the way around it is you get someone on the lease after you close if that person decides that they don't want to live there no more.
Yeah, technically.
that could be your primary home. So there's that again. That's
Gray area.
areas.
Gray area.
Exactly, Texas.
Yeah.
Versus any other state that doesn't do stuff like that. So that's what I love about Texas. They're very like
Message, yeah, that was the message right there.
exactly. Yeah, no, man. We have a. So yeah, I know you do a lot of stuff. I know you have a. Your hand everywhere, so that's good, man. Like that's really good.
Like you're just trying a bunch of different things, bro. And unfortunately, so the idea was, do that, take the money from that, get another one, and what happened was, so long story short, bro, I left my job in 2020 to do the studio, bro. 2020 was COVID, bro.
Oh,
it was a little like the worst time to
that's
try
right.
to freaking start
You
a business,
do that,
bro.
man.
Yeah, so I,
Oh,
what I'm saying,
wow.
at the time, like that was like the best my credit had ever been, bro. The most money I ever had, like in my cash reserves, the most money I had in my investments. So I figured if I'm, like you said, if I'm gonna take a risk, like right now, because I was feeling some kind of way at the job that I was at, trying to move up, and things weren't going. And I just told you where I was and how it was like back to back. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna take a chance,
So you moved. You did the move before COVID hit.
No, I did the move in the middle of
In the
COVID.
middle of COVID?
I'm lying. 2020. It was like the beginning of 2021. So COVID was 2019, but started like it was kind of big in 2020, right? If I'm right, because I remember I was still wearing the mask when I was going to work. So it was 2021. So we were in the middle of COVID, and but basically did that, exhausted my funds, exhausted my investments, burnt my credit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep everything up. And then I went back to work. But this time, I was like, I'm not going back to the bank, because if I go back to the bank, that's me telling myself that I'm giving up, but I'm not giving up.
No, man.
So I was like, I'm gonna give me a temporary job. I ended up working at this job for 2 years. I ended up being a car salesman. Like,
yeah, you can't be afraid to work, bro. Like, you can't. I like that. I like that you're very family oriented. Like, so a lot of y'all don't know. So I used to go to his photography studio. I used to do artist management, and I took an artist there to do a photo shoot. And I noticed you had your wife in one room doing her business, and you had your studio, and your kids were there. And I was like, man, bro, that's awesome, bro.
That's
like,
the reason why we do all of this, right?
That's like, yeah, man, like
to have that kind of freedom.
Yeah, that's exactly. I like how you think, man. It's way different than how other people think.
Yeah,
and that's what's gonna make you go far. You know what I'm saying?
But that's also why, like you said, like there's a lot of stuff that I don't allow. Because it's like, bro, if I can't have my kids around when I'm working with certain people, I can't work with them people.
Yeah, you gotta be professional. Yeah, see, that's the thing, man. A lot of people aren't professional, and you're very professional. I'll tell you that. Like, you're very, very professional. Man, dude, I've you know, the artists. You know, a lot of the artists aren't very professional, man. So it's kind of, and then in music in general, a lot of the times there's no professionalism.
Yeah, no, there really isn't. And I mean, that's kind of like part of the culture, part of that industry, right? So it's kind of like
you gotta respect it too. You know,
because
I get it.
An artist, I don't think like the way we can. I don't want to say we box ourselves in, because we're still people, we're still individuals, whatever. But I feel like artists, when we start trying to tell them to do things a certain way, we're kind of limiting their creativity.
Yeah.
So I just let them do whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? I handle myself the way that I handle myself, and either they respect it and we do business together, or they catch on real quick that I'm not on that kind of time. So either one, they don't rock with me because I'm not on that kind of time,
right?
Or two, they don't rock with me because I'm not feeding into their, what's it called?
Just like the way they're going, way
like just the crazy things that they're into.
And that's, I mean, and they could go somewhere else, and that's fine. You know, if they're not for you, they're
plenty
not
of studios
for you.
in Houston, man. You know what I'm saying? I said that before. Oh damn, I said that before. There's plenty of studios in Houston, so I mean, if I'm not your engineer, that's totally fine. You know what I'm saying? Lock in with one of the homies. Somebody will get you right.
I'd rather like book a studio with someone that's going to be oriented like you, where you have a whole schedule system, you have a way of booking, you know, you're here 30 minutes before, you know, like I'd rather book someone with you so you can take care of that, and I could just be me and be an artist. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what it should be like.
That's how it should be.
That's what it should be like.
And it's a lot of times it's not, and a lot of the time the artists don't understand that. You know, if you want your engineer to be on the same type of time you're on, it's like, bro, you guys aren't gonna do nothing. You know, like maybe, you know, I don't know. Sometimes it's about quality, you know, and you know.
But again, that could also be like some bad experiences that they've had with other engineers too, bro. Because it goes both ways.
Yeah.
So when an engineer has been working with artists that are like that all the time,
assholes,
you could become that person. You know what I'm saying? It's like they have a saying, bro. Like if you're a top producer, right? Like if you're a top producer and you're working alongside another top producer, you're gonna grow. But if you're a top producer, bro, and you're working around people that are low producers, either they're gonna grow or you're gonna get pulled down.
I've
so
heard
the area around you is low, chances are you're gonna get dragged down.
I've heard some bad studios too, so it's like I hear both sides, man. You know, like, you know, it's just some artists are gonna want to work with you, some artists are not gonna want to get near you. You know, so it's, you know, everyone has their go-to guy. You know. Yeah,
and that's cool. And what were we talking about though? does the ADHD thing? Nah. Yeah. We went into a tangent. Nah,
brother,
I really do.
I really do have. It's like it's annoying. I can't stand still. Right now is the stillest I've been, bro. I promise you. I'm purposely being still.
I'm doing random shit.
Ask my friends, bro. Like I can't watch a movie.
Yeah.
And like I can't sit still. Like even if we're in a movie theater, I can't. Bro, it's annoying. Like I get frustrated being home doing nothing, so I had to purposely clean the car, wash the dishes, cook, meal prep, do my laundry.
And I respect that from you too, bro. Because I've seen that a lot of that you meal prep, bro. One of the things that I'm trying to work at is not eating out, bro. Like I prefer not to eat.
It's hard.
I prefer not to eat than to eat out. You know what I mean? But sometimes, yeah, bro. But you shouldn't be starving yourself like that. That's not healthy, dog. Bro. I'll be starving.
I eat 6 times a day.
Dang, 6. I would love that, bro. There's times where I only eat 1 time a day, bro. Like, man.
Oh, I can't do that, bro. I'd die.
Bro, I be having some people, bro. They come to the studio. They bring me food. I'm like, thank you, thank the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate that y'all care about me like that. But
what's your go-to studio in session an artist
food?
texts you, "Hey, bro, I'm on this road. There's all these restaurants. Let's pretend
Man.
there's nothing but every single restaurant. Do you want something? And you're
Ideally,
like,
something
yeah.
that's not gonna get my hands too dirty, bro. So like,
No. Let's just say he wants to. Let's just say the artist books 3 hour block, and he takes 30 minutes out of the block. Like, hey, let's eat in these 30 minutes. Don't worry about it. You can still charge me. What are you gonna eat?
sheesh.
What's your go-to restaurant or fast food or whatever?
Man, what would I prefer to eat at that time? Man, you can't go wrong with some steak, bro. Steak, some mashed potatoes,
Some
like
like-
barbecue type deal.
So like brisket.
I'd be down, yeah, like something like that.
Okay,
I'd be down for that.
that's your go-to.
I wouldn't say my go-to, but you know, mind you, bro, you know, I be thinking with my pocket a lot of the time. So it's almost like I would limit myself. So I would say go with that.
Artist is paying for
Yeah,
it. They're
paying-
rich.
yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Money's nothing to them.
Yeah, I would get that. Maybe I get some Olive Garden, bro. Some pasta. I'm a big
Yeah.
pasta person.
Okay.
What else would I get? I'm big on I don't need a lot of seafood, but maybe some fried shrimp with some fried rice would
Fried
be good.
shrimp's good. Fried shrimp's good.
Now stuff that I really really like, bro, like spiciness, bro. Like some tamales would be fire. Some pozole would be fire.
I'm Mexican and I can't do that spicy stuff.
Bro,
Yeah, I
bro,
can't.
bro, but it's gotta be. So I've been telling people a lot now, bro. When I was a kid, I wouldn't eat spicy stuff, not because I didn't like spicy stuff, but because my mom's stuff is actually spicy.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I meant.
Like stuff
I can
you
do
eat now is
normal.
sweet.
I can do normal hot stuff.
Yeah, it's
but
sweet
if my
most of
mom,
the time.
If my mom makes it,
Yeah.
man.
So it's kind of like you're traumatized from how spicy it is. But I just grown to like it, you know what I'm saying? But it took me a long time for me to enjoy it. I want to say when I was an adult is when I started eating spicy food, and I was like, you know what? Like I kind of like the way like my tongue, you know, like it hits my taste buds, whatever. Pero caldo de res,
Okay.
caldo de pollo. If we're gonna be drinking, caldo de res, caldo de pollo hits.
I can't do soup, man. I hate
Dang,
soup.
for real?
All soups.
Dang.
I mean, I don't hate them. It's just, bro. Okay. Here's the thing. If it's cold, I want every single soup. I want pho. I want ramen. I want caldo.
Okay, yeah.
But if
It
it's middle summer, I do not want to be anywhere near anything hot.
Hey, sometimes you want to sweat like that, man. I don't know. It's weird.
I can't do
you're
it.
eating it and you sweating and you're like, man, it's hot. And yeah, I don't know. When I was a kid, I would be the same. But as I got older, it'd be random times where I was just like you
Crave
low-key
it.
want to sweat like that, bro. If that makes
I
sense.
just can't, bro.
With some
Not when it's
limon,
hot.
you good.
I mean, it tastes good. It tastes amazing. I was like, man, my go-to is it's always gonna be Asian food.
Okay.
Always, because I grew up with Mexican food, so I mean, I love Mexican food. It's just if I want to venture out of my culture, then
What specifically on the Asian food though?
anything. You know what? Okay, I take that back. Not anything. So, I like Chinese. I like Japanese. I like Vietnamese. I like some Korean. Not all. There's some Korean.
Just crazy because I mean you're talking about different foods that I probably haven't even tried, to be honest with you, bro.
Really? Have you tried
Yeah.
like Japanese barbecue where you cook the? You never tried that? Oh, we gotta go. Man, we gotta take this guy out.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'd be weird with my palate, bro. There's a lot of things that I
You like
don't
steak,
eat.
right?
Huh?
You like steak?
Yeah, I like steak.
You like sweet steak?
I don't. No.
You don't
So
like
I-
teriyaki sauce?
Nah.
Oh, damn.
I've had it before,
Yeah,
and like you said, like I can eat it, but I need there to be some rice right there to counter the sweetness.
Really?
Like I don't think my meat should pause. I don't think as the meat should be sweet, bro. Like I feel like meat should be salty? Or
Salty?
it should
Okay,
be
I can see
some
that.
kind of seasoning,
I
or
can
it should
see
be
that.
spicy. When
So-
it's sweet, it's kind of like why? But again,
No,
I've
I get
eaten
that.
it. Yeah.
I completely. I agree 100%. Now, what if it's like sweet and salty?
It's got to be
It's
a little
still-
bit more saltiness than the sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because if I'm like if the lingering flavor is sweet,
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like,
So, like,
let,
you-
let me just eat some candy. You know
Do you
what I'm
like so brisket with barbecue sauce?
saying? No barbecue sauce. I don't do barbecue
so you're
sauce on
legit
nothing.
want salty. I get what you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no barbecue
I can
sauce.
see that.
I damn near don't put any sauce on my stuff, bro. My stuff is like plain for the most part. Like, yeah, like the spicy sauce, yeah.
Okay. Okay, but just not like
Like ketchup, no ketchup.
dang. Oh dang.
Yeah.
Burgers.
Not even a spicy ketchup from Whataburger, bro. Burgers, bro. I'll do pepper jack cheese. That's it.
No sauce.
No sauce.
That's okay.
Yeah.
No.
And that took me a
it's
long
like-
time, bro. I didn't eat burgers before, bro. I started eating burgers as an adult,
Damn, you really
which
do
sounds
have a
weird.
picky palate.
It sounds weird.
Damn.
But yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I eat anything, bro.
Yeah.
Just not. like there's this Greek thing. There's like a pickled leaf.
Mm-hmm.
It's like nothing but vinegar and leaf. I'm good on that. But other than that, bro, I eat. Man, I love Greek food, Indian food, any kind of Asian food, Mexican food, Italian food, Pakistani food. Brother,
I love that, bro.
I eat, man, bro. I'm a fat ass, bro.
Don't look like good ass. Nah, but I love that though, bro, because it's like me, bro. Like if you invite me somewhere, bro, I'm gonna look up the menu, bro. Cause if like
order to see what you're gonna order ahead.
I might try something, bro. I might, but you gotta catch me. I can't tell you what kind of mood, bro. Sometimes you might say, "Hey, try this," and it might just so happen that everything lined up, and I'm like, you know what? Let me try it. If I haven't ate, mind you, I just told you I only eat one time a day, bro. If I haven't ate,
one time a day, bro?
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying.
Jesus
but if
Christ.
I haven't ate, I'm not trying nothing new, bro. I want what I'm for sure gonna eat.
What you're gonna like,
yeah,
for sure.
Because
right.
if they bring me something, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be upset. Two, I'm gonna try to act like I'm not upset because I don't like. It's like an awkward situation.
You be getting hangry?
Huh?
You be getting hangry?
A little bit. And at that point, bro, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get drinks. I'm gonna get faded, and I'm gonna mask it with I wasn't hungry, but the whole time I was hungry.
That's like, you sound like what I used to do, like purposely not eat to get drunk faster.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I do that too.
So you get a little older and you're like, oh yeah, that's bad for you. I didn't know. When you were younger, you're just trying to get messed up quick. You know what I mean?
Nah, but if I don't want to eat whatever's there, I'm gonna pretend like I just came here to get drunk.
That's hilarious.
I don't do that as much now, which is why I can talk about it. But yeah.
What about your wife?
My wife can try
kids.
Your
kids are good.
My kids are pickier than me, bro.
Oh dang.
So my kids, I kind of get on their butt.
Though.
I kind of get on their butt because I'm like, if I'm already picky, I'm like, so this is me. Funny story. So it's like, if I'm already picky, bro, and I just happen to get lucky and get blessed to where I found one, bro. I'm saying it's rare for, I think, somebody like me to have a wife. You know what I'm saying? Like I found a girl, bro. She happened to like me. You know what I'm saying? Wound up sticking around with me. Got married with me. Had kids. With my picky stuff, with my random mannerisms, whatever.
There's someone out there for everyone.
Nah,
bro.
I agree, but it is a little bit more difficult. You know what I'm saying? And the dating pool is all the way messed up. So it's like, yo, you guys, like, I'm not gonna get on y'all stupid heavy, but there are a couple of things that I need y'all to eat. Like, if I eat it, I need y'all to eat it because chances are it's something that everybody eats or whatever.
Yeah, it's good for you or whatever.
Yup. So. Yeah, that's again, that's a funny story. That's a little personal, but I like to randomly talk about that one. This is a safe space, bro. I appreciate you. Bro, I don't talk about that too often, cause you know, now I'm going to some sad stuff. It's almost like being lonely. You know what I'm saying? Like I do randomly like think like, what if, you know, things hadn't worked out the way that they did, and I was a single person. You know what I'm saying? Being single right now, bro. Like. I'm gonna be real with you. Even if hypothetically speaking, you know, like as a man, I be peeping game with women or whatever. Like, nah, bro.
It ain't it, brother.
It ain't it. I respect it.
I just feel like there's someone out there for everyone, and it's just your time. God's gonna give you what He gives you, man. I'm single. I'm 31, brother. To be honest with you, I don't care. I'm not even focused on that. I'm focused on.
It'll come.
Yeah, I feel like I gotta focus on building my career and being happy with myself and making sure I'm good. And then if someone comes along, you know, like God puts someone for me, they're for me. If not, you know, I've thought, you know, God put someone before me, you know, before, and ended up being for character development is what they say.
Yeah.
And
it's a lesson, bro.
Yeah, it's a lesson. And I learned from it. You know, you learn what you like, what you don't like, what you'll tolerate, what you won't tolerate. You know, you start learning things like,
you gotta stand firm.
Damn, I should have put myself first in that situation. You know, like, or, you know, you start noticing things like that. So I feel like there's someone out there for everyone, and it's just when God wants to put him in your life, and that's it, man. Like, I don't know if I was single, like when I was younger, man, like I don't know how it would have been, you know. Like,
so what, you were like in a committed relationship?
No, but I'm saying like if I had never dated, if I had never been in any relationship, never messed with any girls, and just been single the whole time.
Okay, I get you.
Like if I just was single,
just focused on yourself for real.
Yeah,
like the whole time period.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That. Like, who knows where I would have been, you know, versus dating and, you know, being, you know, I'm single now, but I'm focused. Like, I learn from my mistakes. I know exactly what I want, what I don't want. you know, I'm glad that you and your wife are like. I really like that y'all, for example, like how I said that y'all were in the warehouse together, working together. Man, that's like the dream, bro. Being with your family, your kids, like that's awesome. And being able to have a successful business, and really, it's not even about the money. It's more about the time that you have with your family. You know, to me, that's the most important thing. You know,
and that's one that I'm getting better at right now. Actually, hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah,
I'm gonna step off camera because, like I said, I have somebody in the studio right now, and like letting people in my space.
That's hard.
It's hard, bro. It's hard,
bro, because it's something you built up. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So it's almost like I just want to make sure that he's safe. You know what I'm saying? Because which is why I do things the way that I do them, bro. Because I don't want no crash dummies around me. You know what I mean?
No, I get it, bro.
Trusting people, like for example, like whenever, and shout out to you, bro, because you know, you were letting me rent your space out for a minute, and you're one of the people that kind of encouraged me without really encouraging me to like start thinking about, okay, how can I do this? You know what I mean? How can I allow more people around?
Oh, the red room, when I was renting out the red room?
Okay. Yeah, because it's like, okay, so what I noticed, you know, of course the code,
right?
Of course the key, of course you told me what day I could go, and it was like I have to respect that, you know what I'm saying? And then of course you have cameras there, so it makes it to where you can really peep game if somebody messes something up or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. So like I have cameras in the studio. I have a keypad that I create temporary codes.
Yeah.
Like
I wish I had that. I know exactly what you
now
mean.
it's smart locks. At the time we didn't have smart locks a few years ago.
So you didn't know, but the key code, well, I would change the key code every month. Right? And
yeah, but you had to do it manually.
I had to do it manually.
You had to go in there.
Man, dude, if I had that, the digital, just everyone gets a different code.
You just activate it and deactivate it whenever.
Been game over, brother.
Yes. So again, technology has also helped me with it. Because basically, I just gave them a key to get into the actual like building, but then to get in the studio room, the code only works whenever you book. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to have the payment, whether Zelle, Cash App, whatever, or you had to have booked through the link that I sent you, because I have a link for all the engineers, like prepaid or whatever. So once they book it, then I send them a code like, hey, this is the code they're going to use, and then it's only going to work from this time to this time. So if your client doesn't show up, flakes you, whatever, which is the biggest risk, because at the same time, like I've been trying to staff up. You know what I mean? I've been trying to get, but here's the thing: when you're doing an upcoming studio. You're not gonna pay people much, bro. If I'm bringing all the clients,
not at all.
And I'm very upfront about it. I'm like, I'm gonna pay you $10 an hour in the beginning. Like you're getting your experience up. You know what I'm saying? You're not bringing any clients on,
dude,
right?
I had 2 employees at one time, and I was doing a 9 to 5 and the studio just to pay them, like just to make sure that
exactly. And people don't understand that, man. People don't understand that. I'm over here like on top of paying the rent and everything.
Yep.
I'm paying you. I'm not even making money.
Yeah,
I'm not making money, but I'm making sure that you're paid. But that's why, like, for example, with the engineers, I was like, I played with a couple of different things. Whenever we had that first spot, that was the first time I ever tried like an internship thing. I had like 7 people come in. Out of those 7 people, only 2 people stuck around. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, cool. So learning experience there was people come in and they're excited, but
it wears off.
Kind of like artists, bro. Like they life is hitting or whatever, and they lose the excitement. And that's cool, but when you're trying to do business, it's not cool because it messes with things. It starts delays, it starts hiccups. So that was the first time. I had a couple of people, bro. I had one person get hired at Universal Studios, bro, off of like me helping him with a letter, bro. Nice. Like it was crazy. Like nice. That's cool. I had one person join the army in the end because obviously he wasn't making that much money with me. But like homeboy to this day, bro, randomly sends me messages. He's like, I appreciate you for opening the spot up to me because like I didn't know this, but he was going through some stuff with his family, and he was like, being there was like the only time that I felt like I could be me and just relax.
It's crazy how like everyone has a different path, right?
Yep. And then being able to make that kind of an impact, you know. But anyway, so did that, and then last year. I have 2 people that work for me that basically from April through August, I was having them work like 15 hours a week. So that was cool. But again, I was creating an expense for myself and I was like, okay, this is not working. So I kind of had to cut it down. I'm like, look, whenever I have work for y'all, I'm going to hit y'all up. And if you guys are interested, then y'all can come and help me, whatever. The downside is because they're not really in the loop with everything. It's almost like they're starting over every single time that they come, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now with the engineers, I have 2 engineers that started with me in May of last year, and they've been kind of like, as I've been changing different things, they've been coming through and they've been learning whatever, because they're really just trying to gain experience and do their own thing, which is really the way that I set things up to be. Because like, I think for somebody to work with me, they gotta want to do what I do, in the sense of like, you want to own your own business, you want to like have your own clientele, whatever, and not feel like I own you, if that makes sense. So I'm like, okay, cool. Look, put your money where your mouth is. Like, I'm gonna give you access to the studio, but either one, you're prepaying for the session with this private link that I'm sending you, or 2, you're having the client go on the website and book for the retail rates, whatever I'm charging. So you make a decision now. Whatever you charge them, that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're only making $10 an hour, if you're making less than $10 an hour because you charge them like a deal, whatever, that's on you. I'm not carrying that, because, I found that people, they want to make more, but they're not willing to take the risk. So
yeah. Yeah,
right.
no, so like with me, it was good until COVID hit. So actually, it was even good after COVID. So for a while after COVID, everyone was getting the stimulus checks. Bro, my studio was booming, right?
Yeah.
Before that, I already had 2 engineers. And then after a while, it started dying. You couldn't go out. Stimulus checks stopped. And, people were starting to work again, but it wasn't, it was just nobody was spending money. And I still had 2 engineers, and business was slow, and that's when I went and got a 9 to 5. The studio was making enough money, but I was trying to get ahead of just in case.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so I was paying my engineers and paying the studio. I had like 5 rooms at that point. And then little by little, I was like, man, I don't want to work no more. I want to strictly do studio. So I let go of like a couple of rooms. Mm-hmm. So then I had that red room open up, turned it into a rental studio. A lot of times I wouldn't be there, but shout outs to Brian, Young B. Brian, he was like in the other warehouse. He had another room.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything happened, he was right there. He'd, just pull up, like, hey, what's going on, or whatever. If something was messed up, he would help me out. Yeah, like, shout outs to him. He was a big help. Having someone near the location, at least,
Trustworthy too, bro.
Yeah,
that's the biggest piece, bro. The trustworthiness.
Sure.
So all 5 rooms that you had were studios at one point, or
they were all studios at one point. Then one became like an off. Well, one of them was always an office.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly, I call it an office, but I just did random stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I did that's where I like stayed on my computer. Or sometimes if I had late nights, I would stay there. I would crash there. I did the stock trading thing and ran the eBay thing there. Just did a bunch of random stuff in that room. And then for sure, having someone that you trust is one of the main things, brother. And it's like, I only do good business, so I only bring good business. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I know who I can give $2,000 to right now, and then I know they'll pay me back. Whether it's in a week, a month, a year, I know that I'm getting
it's
all
coming
of it
back regardless. Yeah.
And so those are the people I keep. One of them that's like gonna constantly just be there for you, and you're gonna be there for them. Like, people that do good business for sure. Brian, Young B. Brian, mixed by Brandon, Bruce Banks, Flawless Films. Like, these are people that will just always do good business, bro. I've never had any kind of problem with them. No matter what. If I owe them something, I pay them. They owe me something, even if it's not money. Like, if it's just it's just to get that mutual thing where it's like, man, I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna do this for you for free. But don't worry about it, bro. Just get my back on this, and they'll still remember it 2 years later down the line. Like, hey, no, bro, I owe you like this favor because you. It's like, bro, just that kind of like. That,
but the whole time is doing it out of heart, bro.
Yeah,
it's not 100% like I owe you one or whatever. We're not keeping tabs.
No, not at all. Yeah. And you forget. You're like, you want to pay your boy. He's like, nah, bro, I got you, because you know what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, damn, for real, like. It's like that type of that's the type of company I want to keep around me, and that's what I've always kept around me,
Yeah.
So I've always done good business, bro. I think that's the main thing. Even if if you recorded at my spot and you straight up told me like to my face, like, I don't like the song, you missed it, horrible, you did a bad job, bro, I'm never coming to you again. Even if you know what, bro, it's all good, bro, it's all love. Here's your money back. Like, I don't want you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll good business, bro. No one can say I've done bad business in the industry. No one.
Yeah, same. Man, don't want to talk about it too much. Now, there was one dude I was cutting deals to, bro. I'm talking about you know what I mean when you cutting deals and you're damn near doing the work for free.
For free at that
So
point.
so homeboy went a few months and asked me for a refund because he was asking, he was saying like, hey, I paid for this amount of time, we only use this amount of time, can you refund me the difference? Whole time we went over the time. Like, and that's another thing that you learn in the music, bro. People don't like time in the studio. Time is not a factor, man.
Nah.
It could be 20 hours,
Yep.
and I didn't realize that it was 20 hours. But anyways, this was like right around October, November of last year. As I'm, like I said, I'm going through what I told you earlier. So October through December, I'm weeding people out. I'm weeding people out. I'm like, nah, this is a business that I don't need to go into 2026. And this was somebody who I was hoping to grow with in 2026. Like I was hoping to get him in the studio a little bit
Okay.
more. And from that basically showed me like didn't value what I did. And I was like, okay, cool. And he's like, I'm going through it, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but you expect me to care about you? You haven't been in the studio in months. What about me? Like this whole time I'm struggling with my bills, whatever. I gave him the money back, but just to like you said, bro, because I'm a real one, bro. Like okay, cool, but going forward, this is what it is, and I'm not going to the studio unless you book online because those people that I was still
Like,
taking
yeah,
text
right,
sessions.
right.
So it's like, and don't text me, don't message me on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you're ready, book online. And I'll see you at the studio. And then since then, like I've gotten a couple of messages like you active. I'm like, bro, like I've already set my boundaries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have to, bro. Because I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
I've I don't want to say his name, bro, just because. But man, look, I gave him I booked him. I mean, he started back. Don't get me wrong. He started back when I started at my mom's house. Like when I had my little room as a studio. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt. He would show up late. If we agreed that your time starts at 12, that's the time you're
Yeah.
whether you're there or not, your time starts at 12.
Yeah.
He would show up late. Let's say 1, or what about because I got here at 1. I would explain to him multiple times, like, no, bro, like, it's not, that's not how it is. Eventually, man, like, you let someone slide one time, they're gonna continue doing it. So it's like, man, set your boundaries, let it be known, like, hey, you my boy, bro, but you gotta pay up, or this is how it is.
There's a term, bro. It's called estoppel, where basically you waived your right. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you have certain policies, and you don't abide by those policies. You know what I'm saying? Let's say, for example, one time you can get away with that, whatever. But if you don't abide by those policies like 2-3 times, you waived your right to what's that? Enforce that policy. So it's almost like
I'll take you serious. Yeah, that's
But
that's why you gotta set those boundaries. I'm glad you set those boundaries.
yeah, and it's one of those like you can imagine, bro. In this industry, it's difficult to, especially when you're talking about like the time, because most artists are not on time. Like 90% of artists are not on time, which is also what kind of has limited me in growing my client base, because I don't play with that. Like I don't play with that. Like I'd much rather not make money than have you show up 3 hours late, and I'm just like sometimes I have stuff going on and I can work on stuff, which is great, but it used to give me anxiety to be waiting around for
damn.
people. And I'm like, nah, like I've gotten better at it. You know what I'm saying? Because we shouldn't be feeling anxiety.
No.
Anyways, like tells that to God. But you should be firm with whatever you're saying. And I was like, okay, cool. What I was doing, I was allowing people to slide because I was like, well, I'm trying to make some money, right? No.
You're
no.
losing money at the end of the day.
Yeah, like I'll make more money by ensuring that the people who expect me to be ready and prepared by a certain time, when they come in, they don't have some random that is kind of overlapping because they showed up late or whatever.
That's why I like you're professional. That's what I was
Yeah.
saying. I like that you're very professional. That's what I was referring to as well. It's like, bro, I've been there. Trust me. Like
Yeah,
people don't know,
messes
man.
it up.
See, in the mortgage industry is different because I'm not covering myself. Like my like my communication is my key thing, but also having my company in the back is the backbone, right? Like we're a really good company, but I'm not protecting myself because it's not about me. It's about the client, like the client's best interest. And man, a lot of these realtors sometimes they go at it, man. Like they'll one will run into a really rude realtor, and then like, man, what's up with this realtor? And it's like they kind of want to give him, like, nah, man, give him an earful, but it's like they're gonna try to do what's best for their client versus worrying about themselves, So it's like it's different in the mortgage industry. You know, you're trying to cover your client. You'll take all the bad attitude just for your client. You know what I mean? So it's a little different. I had to get used to it. I'll tell you that.
That's a good learning curve, though.
Yeah,
you know, that's
big the learning curve.
Because you're like, okay, this is I'm not used to this, but this is something I can get used to for real. But anyways, man, we kind of been in and out talking about music, talking about the studio business. I want to give you some time to really, you know, talk about the mortgage industry a little bit more, bro. So what are some things? I know, for example, I saw that you're running a special, and now again, this podcast is probably gonna come out in April, so I apologize, but I am gonna try to make some cuts so that you can, for example, take this cut and at least promote it, because I know you have something going on in March, right? You're about to do $500 towards closing costs,
right? Correct. So there's a lot of things we can do as lenders, as loan officers. This is the actual correct term, right? There's a lot of things that we can do. A lot of loan officers don't like to do it. Reason why is because they want the most money, right? They want to just get you in, get the money, get out. They don't care to try to make the loan for you. And what I mean by that is, let's say you come to me and you say, hey, man, like, I like this house, but I want to pay this monthly, right? Well, then I go in and I go, okay, well, let's get you the number to get you the number that you want to be at monthly. Closing cost is going to be higher, but there's ways to mitigate that.
Yeah.
I can give lenders credit. Your realtor can get concessions from the seller, meaning they can get the seller to pay for your closing costs. Most of it, if you go like FHA, it's 6%. And technically, if you get down payment assistance, if you're eligible, you're technically in a home for free. You don't pay anything. Zero down. Like you're in their home for free, and you're paying what you want. A lot of people don't know that you could do that, you know, like, because they don't get the options. And I make a loan based on what you want. So if you want to pay more in closing costs and less in monthly, that's fine. Or if you want to pay more monthly and you want to pay less in closing costs, I can do that as well. I can get down payment assistance. I can get some kind of grants. And for this specific month, we're doing $500 towards closing costs. So I'm giving $500 basically out of my money. Like, it's just my money, like my commission. I'm giving $500 basically, and it's a credit that you use towards your appraisal. You can use it towards just paying down some closing costs, or you can just use it for whatever that on the loan. It doesn't matter. It could be anything. It could be on title. It could be everything. It could even be on you could put it in your escrow. So many things, right? And a lot of lenders don't do that. A lot of loan offers don't. They just don't care. I like where I'm at because we can make the loan for you. Some loan officers will give you like FHA, when in reality the best thing for you is conventional. Or they'll give you conventional when the best bang is the FHA. Or there's other loans that we do. We do I-10 loans, ITIN numbers, and normally they start off at 20% down.
Yeah.
We do them at 3.5% down.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so it's a big difference, right? We're helping out a lot. And then we have our niche portfolio loans. Well, that's one of them. The ITIN loan, that's one of them.
Also, I see the I-10 is through the portfolio loan program.
It's our portfolio.
Okay.
Our in-house
you guys are accepting
program.
that risk.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then another one that's our in-house program is we do FHA loans, regular FHA government loan, still 3.5% down. However, let's just say your wife has too much debt, or let's say you have too much debt. If you're married legally in Texas, you both have to go on the loan. It's both your debt. Well, we don't have to do that. We can actually separate you from the loan and just put you on title and have your wife be on the loan, just her, or just you and not your wife.
Okay.
You know, like, so we can do cool stuff like that not every other loan officer is going to do. We have a bunch of investment types of loans. We have subprime loans. We have so many things that we can do. We can do 5/1 ARM right now at 4.625. Zero cost to the borrower. I mean, it's just zero down. It's a 5/1 ARM. So for 5 years, you're going to get this 4.62. And then after those 5 years, it'll only go up 2%. So you're still going to get... Actually, it can go down to...
Which you could refinance at that time.
Yeah, you could refinance into conventional and have...
Assuming you're taking care of your credit too. Or, potentially he could get you in another program at that time.
Exactly, and save you money. And on top of that, even if it does, after those 5 years, it can only go up or down 2%. So let's just say the rate...
So it's capped?
Yeah, it's capped at
Okay.
2%. So if the rate's 7, you're still going to have a lower interest rate than what the going rate is. So it's like you're winning. Like this, people don't know this. It's like, bro, you're winning. You're gonna have the best rate. You're gonna pay off your house. They don't know that. Like, okay, like let's make an extra payment, a month, not a month, a year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it shaves
Knocks it
off
down.
so many years. You know, they don't know this stuff. They
Yeah,
think, you know,
and paying extra towards principal if it's something that they can do. You know, if hypothetically speaking, you're already paying $2,000 in rent,
right.
and you're gonna go into a house, you're paying 1,300. Why not pay the $700
Why-
additional if you're already used to
Exactly.
paying $2K in rent?
Exactly. Or get your
Um,
tax returns, you know, and just
Yeah, drop it in there.
drop
But
it in.
the reality is, you know, people
People
be
are
in
not-
debt. You know, they be needing that money. So let's be real about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. No, so
But,
debt is what really just revolves around the world, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
I'm here to like not. I wouldn't say I'm a financial advisor because I'm not. But going into a home,
Had to give the disclosure.
I do give you some kind of like, hey, if you do this, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, and by the end of it, you know, you can make money.
Mhm.
So I tell people how to invest into homes. So you can do FHA 3.5% down, and you can do that every 3 years.
Oh,
You
for
know?
real?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You could do 5% the next year. So it depends on how you want to do it. I tell people, you know, why don't you, if you're not married yet,
Y'all do refinances too, bro?
yeah, we do streamline
Okay.
refinances where we don't even need to check your bank account anymore.
Sheesh.
Like, yeah. So if someone, let's just say someone loses a job,
Cash out or no cash outs?
up to you. Yeah, we do both. Yeah. So if
Whole time I'm a customer right now.
there you go. There you go. We had I tell everybody this. If you're not married and you're considering getting married but you want to get a home,
Mhm.
get a home under one of y'all's names, right? This is the key. I'm telling you, this is the key. This is like
Yeah.
do this. Get a home. First time home buyer, 3.5% down. Then your boyfriend gets a home, 3.5% home buyer, right?
Yeah.
You have 2 homes now. Now get married. Now get a third home, 3.5% down.
That is crazy.
So you have
This
3
guy
homes
said
at 3.5%
before
down.
you get married. So hey, if there's anybody right now who's engaged, hasn't gotten married, get your 2 houses real quick. Start your
Yeah, it takes time,
investment
right? It
property
takes like
portfolio.
2 years, 3 years, depends, right? But what the reasoning for that is because by the time you get married, that's 3 years happen, you're now eligible again for 3.5% down,
Okay,
and you just rent those homes. You get 75% of the income.
that's interesting.
It's rental income, so it's
Alright.
like, you know, and if it's a duplex, if you have money and you buy duplexes instead,
Yeah.
as your first time, now that's 2 pieces of income per property.
Okay.
You know, so you know we give little tips like that, and we give credit tips
I'm
too.
saying
Like
that was a little quick master
little
class.
quick, you know, that's the
No,
very
no.
fast version. That's not,
Yeah.
you know,
No, of course, yeah, brief, but again, like if anybody, you know, hears this and they're looking for a house
Mm-hmm.
and they've kind of read and done some research, then they're understanding what you're talking about.
right. And if
they haven't,
and if
then
it's
they
like
won't.
the
But
first,
some info.
if this is the first time you ever hear about a home, you're considering it, just know this: it's like I'm here to help you every step of the way. I'm going to hold your hand every single step of the way. I'm going to explain to you the difference of getting down payment assistance, meaning, you know, you have to pay down payment on a home. I'm going to explain to you the benefits of paying it and the benefits of not paying it and having, you know, the government or the grants pay it. I'm going to weigh both options for you and give them both to you on a platter, and you know, help you decide which one's best for you. I'm going to help you on how to get seller concessions, meaning how to cover your closing costs and how to get you in the home for the lowest amount possible. And I'm going to teach you about interest rates and why you're paying a certain amount and what you could do to pay less, or, you know, can we look in a different zip code so you can pay less tax rates, and how the tax rate affects you and how homeowners insurance affect. I'm going to tell you all that. So I can go from, baby steps to, hey, let me help you invest. You know what I mean? So I'm in both hats. So I'm here
I
for
love
all
that.
of it. Yeah, bro. I'm
I
here
love
for
that.
all of it. And we have a commercial side.
Yeah.
So for those people wanting to build big structures and having, commercial rentals, this is technically a commercial renter.
Yeah.
So something like this, we have a commercial side for it.
That's a bet. And that was beautiful, man. That was a great explanation.
Yeah. For sure.
What would you say? What would you say is something that you're seeing right now, like one of the more common scenarios? Somebody's trying to buy a house.
A lot of the times we're competing against new builders, right? New construction with in-house lenders, meaning they'll give you like, hey, we're going to cover this. We're going to give you this amount of money. But if you go with our lender, and that's fine. Here's the thing. The difference is at the end of the day, they're going to raise the price up in the loan. The price goes up, interest rates goes up because it's a hybrid, or it's not a locked in loan, or tax rate's going to go up, or they're going to say it's the tax rate. Oh, it's because the tax rate wasn't, you know, established yet, or whatever. At the end of the day, you're going to pay that money that you got, whether it's the sell of the home, because the home is more expensive. So yeah, they sell it very good. I will say that. They'll say, you know, oh, get it for this much down with this little, you know, we pay for this, we give you 10,000 in closing costs. It sounds very amazing. It sounds lucrative, but ask questions. Ask why. What's gonna happen? Or why is it this way?
Sometimes it is too good to be true.
Yeah, you know, you hear that thing, too good to be true. Well, why am I? Or actually, okay, this sounds good, and I'm paying everything, but this home is technically not worth 280. It's actually technically worth 220, and I'm paying all this extra for the home. You know what I mean? So like things like that. And I teach you, and a lot of the new construction actually is now outsourcing their lenders, so they're giving the credit away, so we can actually get that lender credit from the new builder, from the new construction, and we could do it ourselves, and we could get you a loan.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what it sounds like is what is lacking is the education piece.
Education for sure.
So again, like if you guys are maybe shopping for a house and you're going through this, maybe you gotta recognize when somebody's just hitting you with a fast talk. If they're hitting you with a fast talk, definitely a sales pitch.
Yeah.
You're iffy about it. Hold off.
Yep.
You know, come see my boy. Have a conversation. He's not gonna pressure you to do anything.
Not at all.
He's just gonna, you know, get you in the loop as to how things are working for real. And I mean, chances are he's probably gonna earn your business.
Yeah, I mean,
and you're gonna do it with him.
So my thing is communication, right? I always start off by every single person that is like really, really interested and wants to know their numbers. This is what I do. I make them fill out an application. What does that do? It just lets me see everything, like how much you're making a month, you know, your DTI, your debt to income ratio. It helps me see your credit score. And what I mean by that is I don't check your credit. I don't like damage it at all. I literally do a soft pull. So that doesn't even bring down your credit by 1 point. So if you don't want to go with me, you don't have to.
So you're able to do a soft pull?
You can go with another lender. But I'm here to like check everything for you. And if it's a credit issue, I'm here to be like, hey, listen, you're good here, here, and here. All you need is your credit to go from 560. I just need it at 580. And here's how to do that.
Yeah.
And I do all that for free. I don't charge you for that. Nothing. Right. And if it's something you're interested in, I can get you there myself, or if you want to go with another lender, you know, that by all means, if that's up to you. It's just I'm here to help you. My communication is going to be better. I just have to say that. It just is.
Yeah, love that.
It is, man, and I'm here to help you at the end of the day. That's what I can.
Now is there hypothetically speaking for this for the application, do you have a link where people can submit the application?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll include the link in the description below on the YouTube, so that if anybody's interested, you know. Couple of things, because I'm assuming phone number and all that is in there, right? There's probably some people who never call you; they just submit an application and you go from there.
Exactly. So I give a call anyways. I do the initial call.
Yeah, of course.
So the application's sent, and then it rings me on my phone, like my app. I have the app too, and then I give them a call. Hey, you know, I just saw you submitted an application. My name's Juan. You know, and I introduce myself and kind of get to know them.
Does your link go directly to you though? Like, is there a link?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that way we can funnel some potential leads your way.
Absolutely.
So again, if you guys are interested, y'all would like to get some information. He just told you it's a soft credit pull. I would say be real on the application, because I mean he's gonna see everything once he does the soft credit pull. If you're leading with not being upfront about things, then there's only so much that he can do to help you, and then you're gonna hit a roadblock because of something that you didn't mention. So you might as well just be real about the situation.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm here to help. I'm not here to, you know,
judge.
I've seen it all. I've literally seen it all. Yeah. Dude, I almost, so here's one thing this is a funny story in the mortgage industry. Now I'm wary about it. So like when I do the credit pulls, the soft pulls, it shows me what you owe money on, right? It could be things in collections or not. And I made the mistake, and I caught on to it, thank God. But I called the husband and wife together. Like, hey, look, everything's looking good. You just have this, and this in collections. No problem. It's only like $500. We can technically get it paid off before closing date. And they're like, the wife was like, well, what is it? What do we owe? It's like, oh, you owe $80 here, you owe $90 here, and I was like, and you owe like $72 here, and it or something like that, and it ended up being a Victoria's Secret credit. It showed up on the credit card, and she's like, no, I don't know anything here. I didn't tell her the name of the company, but I was like, it says this, and this on there, and the husband was like, oh yeah, no, that's not us. Like stern, like I'm like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, okay, it could be a mistake. I'll get that checked out. I'll don't worry about it. Sure enough, husband calls me after and say, hey man, that's, I gotta admit to you, that's the Victoria's Secret credit card that I took out. It's a present that I'm trying to surprise my wife with. Now, was it for his wife or was it for his mistress? I don't know. I don't care. That's not I don't judge, right?
Yeah.
But exactly. Stuff like that is like, you learn that there's certain things that you should kind of be worried about. So it's
and you got to pick up on the cues too. When you're like, okay, you're not making an assumption. No. You got to low-key make an assumption like, hey, this could go left. So let me approach this person privately.
I'm not here to say anything about it. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to do my job, and that's it. So, but I just thought that was funny because I almost ruined that whole, like, either surprise for the wife or marriage. At that point,
one or the other. But all right, that's crazy. Yeah. All right, man. I want to say, is there anything else you want to share, bro? Because we've probably been on this for a solid hour and a half, maybe.
Dude, it went by quick.
So, it's been at least an hour.
Does it go like this all the time? Like this is how it is. It's kind of fun, man.
Yes and no.
Cool.
There's times where I cut it before. You know what I'm saying? Like this, bro. Like we both love business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I've been in the banking industry since 2013.
Okay. Oh, dang. You've been there for a while.
Yeah. So everything you're talking about, bro, like, of course, like I've experienced whatever, and I appreciate the information that you're sharing.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of the times what people are lacking is people who are willing to share the information with them and just educate them, get them up to speed for real. So that, like you said, they can make informed decisions. And that's one of the things that I've always tried to do too. Like you said, helping the community, bro. When it comes to credit, when it comes to budgeting, when it comes to getting started with investing, like I'm all for those conversations, but it's a matter of the person too. You know what I mean? Like, are you willing to make changes to better your financial life? Sometimes it's not important to people. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's only important for X reason. For example, like when people are buying a house, sometimes it's only important till they buy the house.
Right.
They buy the house and, everything else goes to crap because they're like, okay, we got the house. Whole time you need to take care of your credit anyways, because in the future you may want to refinance the cash out, pull some cash out for different purposes, fixing your house, investing in businesses, maybe using that towards another property because, people get creative with it, right? But yeah, this wound up being longer than usual because I knew we were gonna go down a bunch of different things that
little rabbit holes.
Yeah, and I love it, bro, and I love it, and I appreciate you again.
That's good. No, I appreciate you for having me.
Make sure they follow you at Juan The Lender.
Juan The Lender on all social media. Yeah, Juan The Lender.
You want to throw your phone number in there for?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's at 832-790-0649.
281-330-800. Nah, but for real, y'all tap in. Hopefully, this has been a really good podcast for anybody who is, both following us on the music journey and following us on the business journey. Anybody who's looking to buy a house, we hope that you heard something that could be useful to you, maybe make you feel a little bit relieved as to questions that you might have, worries that you may have. Again, reach out to him, very minimum, have a conversation, and go from there. If you're ready to buy a house based off of the conversation, then you move forward. And if not, again, he just said he'll give you a game plan. The company will give you a game plan, credit repair, whatever you need to do. They got you. One last question, man. Dan, I forgot to ask this earlier because you mentioned like, for example, like getting with a credit repair company.
Yeah.
Now, have y'all seen, because I have seen it on my end, where underwriters are realizing that, like maybe you cleaned your credit using one of these methods, and we're seeing people get declined. We're seeing people get declined because it's like they see that as a higher risk because really you didn't pay off these debts.
Yeah, so we do a letter of intent. So we write up a letter. Customer doesn't even have to do it. We do it for them. So they don't even really know about it. But it's basically where we say, hey, listen, they had all these credit things messed up. They're working on their credit. They are being more responsible. They ended up being so responsible that they went and they cleaned up their credit. You know, they haven't had a late payment in the past 6 months. You know, this and this and that. So we persuade the underwriter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a good.
trick.
Again, back to what you said earlier about them kind of getting creative,
Right.
working around the gray areas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a good question to end it
Yeah,
with. But
that's a good question. man.
again, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, reach out to homie.
Yes,
If
sir.
you have any questions about anything studio wise, reach out to either one of us. Much love. Hope you
good.
have a great rest of y'all's day. Take it easy.
All right, later.